time for baseball under the Tropicana Field Dome in St. Pete. Opening day is here as we get the new season underway with a good matchup between the Blue Jays and the Tampa Bay Rays. Hi again, everybody. It's finally here. Welcome to our special opening day edition of Baseball on the Show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, as we get set to get things going, it's the pitching that has to be considered one of the strong points on this ball club.
Yeah, and pitching is going to be important for these guys. No question about it. They're only going to go as far as this group right here is going to take them. And to me, it looks like a staff that's capable of getting the job done.
The game's count starting now. It's opening day. It's the show. And it's coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Tampa Bay Rays.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Steve, what's their focus as they go for their first win?
Well, I'll tell you what, this team has their ace on the mound, so it's probably not going to take a whole lot of offense to get a win for them.
Zach Greinke gets the call to pitch here on opening day in front of the hometown crowd. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, remember, guys, he had 19 wins last year. One more would have been great. Could have had that magic 20, but still a real effective year. Maybe he'll get 20 this year.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Yeah, Matty, Dustin Pedroia, for me, one of the best second basemen in all of baseball. Real grinder. Won multiple Gold Glove awards. One of the best hitting second basemen as well. He's a perennial all-star. Just one of the best all-around players in the game.
Into the box is the leadoff hitter Shane Victorino, and we are just about set to get this one underway. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pillar's there. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Batting second, the left fielder number 20.
Into the box, Joey Butler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Drives it the other way to deep right. Dickerson going back, but he can't get it as it's off the wall.
It's kind of a surprise to me that he wouldn't try to go for two on this play. I don't know if he got caught up in his home run trot a little bit too early or what. He's going to wind up on first base here with a single off the wall.
David Ortiz takes his first shot here with the runner at first now and one away. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. David Ortiz, a two-run home run as the Blue Jays take a 2-0 advantage.
And you know, after a month down in spring training, near the end, you start to get a little anxious waiting for the season to get going. I guarantee you, he's been looking forward to this at-bat for about a month now, and he makes the wait worthwhile.
Standing in now, Alex Rodriguez.
13, Alex Rodriguez.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. And the Jays have moved out in front 3-0.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Batting fifth.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
Hit in the air out to center field. Pilar moves over. 2 down.
Batting sixth.
Ready now, Russell Martin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a high pop-up. And Suzuki able to make the catch, and that ends the... And with that, a look at the Rays lineup card in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Down by 3 after the top of the first, you're already in a big hole. So almost every guy in your lineup becomes a leadoff hitter. Get those guys on to start innings and see if you can get a rally going.
Cliff Lee is on the mound for the season opener on the road in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, Matty, he's a veteran presence. He's been around this league for a real long time, so he doesn't get by just on physical ability. There's a lot of guile to his game, a lot of the mental part, a lot of tricks of the trade. I can't wait to watch him throw in this one.
And with that, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Kevin Pillar comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Rays, center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Barehanded on the hop. Safe.
No, he's safe. And almost a great play.
Almost got him after the great stop, but it's a base hit, and the leadoff man's on to start the inning. Lee comes set. Here's the first pitch. This one's flared out toward left. Butler over to his right. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Corey Dickerson gets his first opportunity now. Runner at first with 1 gone.
Yeah, it's a little unfortunate that the number 2 guy couldn't at least move that leadoff man into scoring position. And that makes it a little tougher on the middle of the order to drive in that early run.
Todd Frazier gets his first opportunity here with the leadoff man still standing at second, but with 2 gone now. That's yanked into the stands, strike 1. Pitch is popped up. Gosselin is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Tampa. Still down 3-0.
Leading off for the Blue Jays,
Grady Sizemore makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Pilar has it in his sights. 1 out. Phil Gosselin stands in.
Phil Gosselin.
Greinke looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing, and oh, man! Way out of here. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Into the box now, Adrian Vega.
Adrian Vega.
As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And that's through for a hit. And now there's no happier person in the ballpark. Adrian Vega has just recorded his first hit as a big leaguer. And as you'd expect would happen, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case. There's a swing and a drive, and everybody's just going to sit back and watch that one fly. A no-doubt home run. A two-run home run by Shane Victorino. As they pile on, it's now 6-0.
Well, they're starting to make it look awfully easy out there. He gets a pitch he can handle. This becomes their second home run here in the inning, so they're starting to get some pretty good swings against him now.
Stepping in now, Joey Butler.
Joey Butler.
Swing, and this is also hit well. Out to deep center. Ranging back is Pilar. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. So it's a solo shot to dead center as this lead swells to 7-0.
Well, as an offense, you always wish that you could bottle whatever you've got going right now and take it into all your games. Whatever it is, sometimes guys just feed off one another. They start thinking, well, hey, if this guy can hit a home run and then he hits a home run, when I get up there, maybe I can hit a home run too. And now that's 3 home runs they've struck for in this one inning.
Ready to take his hacks again, David Ortiz, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up.
Yeah, and he jumped all over a first pitch fastball in that at-bat and just drove it right out of here. So let's see if he's aggressive early in the count once again.
And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for David Ortiz. His second of the game as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
Oh, and what's got to be running through that pitcher's mind right now? He already served up back-to-back home runs. You know he's feeling lousy. Then he throws one pitch to the third guy, and it gets hammered. I tell you, they're just jumping all over him right now.
Now the Rays manager's going to take that slow walk out toward the mound, and that's going to spell the end of the afternoon for Zach Greinke. Probably wishes he could have gone a little longer, but the move's already been made, and he's off to the showers. Nate Carnes is going to come on now here in just the second inning, so he'll likely be asked to work a few innings here. In now, Alex Rodriguez. This is skied into short left center. Ramirez onto the grass. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Boy, he had to go a long way into the outfield to make this play. I kept thinking he was going to get called off, but he must have kept shouting for it, so he stays with it and pulls it in.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Vaccaro. And that retires the side. They nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5.
And leading off for the Rays, second baseman, Dustin
Now a swing and a
Pedroia.
ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
You know, when you watch Pedroia play day in and day out, I always think about that memorable 2013 season. I mean, this is a guy who hurts his thumb on opening day, but he played 160 games that season, and he led the Sox to another World Series title.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. High pop-up. Ortiz is calling for it. 1 down.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Will
Myers
Myers
stands in for the first time. Hit on the ground to short. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
And here's a situation where, heck, just make contact. Put the ball in play. You never know. Winds up beating this ball out.
He's set. Here it comes. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Sizemore has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Zach Cozart set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Sizemore calls for it. And the inning is over. Rays strand just the 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back for the top of the 3rd here at the Trop as we give you a look there at nearby Clearwater Beach. Russell Martin is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on.
Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Well, these guys aren't wasting a whole lot of time up there. They've taken an aggressive approach here early in the count, and it's paid off for them through the first few innings.
Striding into the box, Grady Sizemore. He flew out in his last at-bat. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Vaccaro shading to his right. 1 away. Now this is cut and thrown to first. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there.
Phil Gosselin.
Settling in now, Phil Gosselin. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here. Looking up is Pilar. Gone! solo shot to right center. His second home run of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now.
Talk about everybody having hits. Jeez. I think everybody in this lineup's going to have a home run before this one's done. That's 7 home runs as a team.
Now
Into the box, Adrian Vega.
Adrian Vega.
Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Jays add one more on the solo home run. We played 2.5. It's the Blue Jays. Kurt Suzuki digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Well, you know, they've fallen behind by quite a bit in the early going here, so they need a good inning here to get them back in the game.
Grounded back up the middle. Gosselin ranging up the middle. Off-balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single. Now a low throw, but he can't knock it down at first as it gets right by him.
Center fielder number
And now the Blue Jays get a left-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Out in front of it, strike 1. Swing and a little tapper. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
Sammy Vaccaro is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now this ball is popped up behind the plate for Martin. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Corey Dickerson stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Down the third baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Now a look and a throw back to second. And the runner back easily. Here comes the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Shane Victorino is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
High in the air out to center field. Pilar is there. He's got it 1 away.
the left fielder number
Joey
25.
Butler comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In the air to center field and deep back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, his second of the game, as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, it seems to me like we've seen this before. His second home run of the ball game, and it would seem to me that he hit that one harder than he did the last one, so he's definitely locked in.
Standing in now, David Ortiz.
David Ortiz.
Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home runs. A solo home run for David Ortiz. His third home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, we wondered what he'd have to do for an encore. Here it is. His third home run of the ball game. He's having an afternoon to remember so far.
Stepping in now, Alex Rodriguez.
Alex Rodriguez.
He swings and crushes it. Oh my, there is no doubt about this one, and they've done it again. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. His second home run of the game as the blowout continues.
Boy, top of the lineup getting it done right now. Back-to-back-to-back home runs. They're treating this like it's batting practice.
Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez.
Victor Martinez.
Now that ball is smoked. Carrying to deep left. Vaccaro going back on it. Still going back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 55.
Russell Martin will stride in. Popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
Smoke toward third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Todd Frazier is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And that guy right there is the beneficiary of all these early runs. He's got to be the happiest guy in the ballpark.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Lee looks in, coming home with the 1-1 pitch. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. 1 away.
The second baseman, number 15.
1 out here in the Tampa Bay 4th, and that'll bring up the former MVP second baseman Dustin Pedroia. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Butler to the track. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. A solo home run off the bat of Dustin Pedroia, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind.
Well, with the hole they dug themselves here early, it's definitely a long road back, but stranger things have happened, and who knows? Well, maybe we'll look back on this home run as being the one that got the huge comeback started.
Here's Will Myers.
First baseman, Will.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
Swung on and chopped up the middle. Gosselin comes up with it, and a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Alexi Ramirez is into the box for his second appearance. 0 for 1 with a fly out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Sizemore is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's 1 run on 1 base. Grady Sizemore heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Some activity out in the bullpen now as a couple of left-handers begin to stir. Oh, and this just jumps off the bat here as this is to deep straightaway right field, and you can pretty much forget about this one. That is a long home run. So it's a solo shot for Grady Sizemore as they just continue to pour it on here.
You want to talk about instant offense? How about the first pitch of the inning? He's just hoping to get ahead here with a first pitch strike, but now all of a sudden, he's got a guy circling the bases.
Into the box now, Phil Gosselin. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Oh, and here's one hit high and deep to left field, and they're going to wind up with back-to-back shots here as this ball is long gone. A solo shot here to left, his 3rd home run of the ball game as this lead got even wider.
Well, not only is this 3 home runs for him now in the ball game, that's 3 home runs in 3 at-bats. I've got no idea why they keep pitching to this guy, especially the way he's swinging. They keep going at him, he could wind up with 4 or even 5.
A couple of lefties start to get loose now in the bullpen. In now, Adrian Vega. As he'll swing here and lift a fly ball out to right center. Pilar has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Shane Victorino steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the 2nd. Shot toward right center. That gets down and he's got himself a base hit.
The left fielder, number
Joey Butler stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
From the stretch, runner goes for second. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pilar is there to take it, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. Zach Cozart comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Lee gets the sign. First pitch on the way. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Called strike 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Butler's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
The catcher, number 8, Kurt Suzuki.
So one gone in the inning now for the catcher, Kurt Suzuki. Into the windup and the pitch. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Boy, he has been a first strike throwing machine, hasn't he? He's hardly been behind in the count all game long.
1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Grounded down the third baseline. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Blue Jays have elected to...
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Overturned, and the batter
Kevin Pillar will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Victorino racing back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Rays. And as you can see, they are way behind. Juan Cortez will come on now to try and sort this mess out, as he'll likely be asked to go at least a few innings here. Into the seats, 0-1. And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. And with strike 3 recorded there, he's notched his first career punch out. You can bet his club is hoping for a lot more of that going forward.
Well, if he can become a consistent strikeout pitcher, you have to figure his career is going to be a solid one. Many of the best pitchers at this level have at least one put-away pitch that they can go to in tough situations. So we'll see if he becomes one of those guys as his career goes along.
Oh, and a hearty cut there to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Action in the Rays' pen now as they've got a lefty and a right-hander up and throwing. Drilled to the right side. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. The relay throw. And now he throws on the brakes, but he can't get back to first, and he's nailed for the second out. Big mistake there. Victor Martinez will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far.
Yeah, guys, he's got to be feeling a little bit like that dog that gets left out in the rain while the rest of the family's inside by the fire. I guess he's just not seeing what everyone else is.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3. Sammy Vaccaro will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
High and deep to straightaway right. Victorino going back on it. A leap there by Victorino, but that one's out of reach. A home run. And how about that? Sammy Vaccaro has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this, watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, he may have been a little disoriented there or something. That's going to allow his man to reach first safely. From the stretch, here's the pitch. To short. Throw on to first. He'll take care of Pedroia, and there are two away. Will Myers steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And Victorino will make the catch, and the inning is over. Russell Martin is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Catcher, Russell Martin.
Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. He's set, and the pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Grady Sizemore will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. Dickerson's there. Dickerson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Phil Gosselin comes to the plate looking to do something only a handful of players have ever done. Hit 4 home runs in a single game.
And this is exciting, and I wouldn't doubt him at all, Matty. I mean, he's obviously seeing the ball really well right now.
Ramirez is over. 2 gone. Adrian Vega gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Squared that one up just a little late. And a quick step off here, hoping to catch that runner leaning, but he's back easily. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Pilar is under it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. It'll be Alexei Ramirez's turn when we come. And here is Alexei Ramirez. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. On the ground to third. A-Rod takes it in. And a throw on to first by A-Rod is in time, 1 away.
Now batting,
Zach Cozart will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And it's quickly 0-2. Another solid outing thus far for Cliff Lee. 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. Grounded to third. Rodriguez is up with it. Throw over to Ortiz gets him 2 down.
The catcher, number 8,
Kurt Suzuki steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Tap foul at home plate. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Neither guy giving in here, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3, and they remain well. Shane Victorino will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
The 0-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. Dickerson over to his left. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout. Quickly 1 away.
The left fielder, number 25.
Joey Butler gets another shot. And if you remember, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. First offering on its way. Skied into very shallow right. Dickerson is in his tracks now. And he's got it for out number 2.
The first baseman, number 34.
So standing in, David Ortiz. And he's got a very real opportunity at making some history here.
Yeah, all he needs here is the double, guys, so he's going to be feeling just a little bit of pressure. Cycles are so rare to get.
First pitch on its way. That's lifted the other way out to left. Vaccaro giving chase. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. 4 pitches, all it takes to retire the Jays. Kevin Pillar will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Lee's ready. Here it is on 0-2. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Sammy Vaccaro stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
A windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Gosselin has it. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw. So that'll go down as an E4 as he certainly had his problems that time at second base.
Dickerson.
Corey Dickerson will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Todd Frazier will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Lee looks in as he readies pitch number 73 here in the ballgame. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Looking up is Butler. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Dustin Pedroia will stand in to keep things going. And I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to... The cleanup hitter, Alex Rodriguez, Stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
Rodriguez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Taken high and deep to right. Dickerson ranging back. Still ranging back. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down. Victor Martinez struggling so far in this one. He'll look to erase his 0 for 4 ball game with a base hit right here.
Oh, man, it's never fun to go 0 for, but let's see if he can find a way to climb out of it.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean smoked. But he ends up with nothing, and his average is going to go down.
Russell Martin now. Belted high and deep into right center. Pilar racing back at the track. The wall. Gone! A solo shot for Russell Martin as the blowout continues.
Well, he'd retired 8 in a row, so he's trying to go through the entire lineup here, but this guy, he's got other ideas. That'll snap you back to reality in a hurry.
Center fielder number 24, Grady Sizemore.
Here's Grady Sizemore now. Lifted the other way to left center. Vaccaro has a beat on it. And that ends the inning. So 1 run here. Will Myers will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average, so you can't go up there and just mail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. Alexi Ramirez stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Nobody out, runner on first. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound. And we've seen the end this afternoon of Cliff Lee. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Throw on to first, and 1 shortstop grounds out to the other, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Zach Cozart. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Sizemore waits on it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. So coming to the plate, Kurt Suzuki. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. And he's back standing. And this is fouled back and out of play. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Again to third. And he saw it coming that time, back in standing. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. Rodriguez is there for it. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, this is one that wasn't exactly keeping you on the edge of your seat. But if you're a fan of offense, then you had to enjoy it. And they get the victory here by a double-digit margin.
Well, this one pretty much over before it started as we give you a final look at the line score here in what turned out to be a blowout victory. And to almost no one's surprise, we got a big performance from Big Papi, David Ortiz, our tops player of the game.
Yeah, really a game to remember for that man right there. He winds up finishing with 3 home runs. What surprised me was, after a while, why even pitch to him?
So that'll just about do it for